10 signs you won't be rich. Hey everyone, my name is Jacob Godar and my channel is about building your future through business, investing, and purpose. And might be a little red-faced today and still perspirating just a little bit. I just hopped off the motorcycle. I'm actually getting to put some time back in on a passion I've always loved, and that is motocross. So with all that being said, 10 signs you won't be rich. This is something that caught my eye when I was looking through some stuff, and it just popped out to me. And this was done by Patrick Bet-David. If you haven't watched his channel, his stuff is amazing. It's Valuetainment. Check out Valuetainment. And I wanted to go over these 10 points. I'm not going to go into the details that they did, but these points, I didn't even have to read into it. I just read the points and it was so clear. And point number 1 is you don't like rich people. You know, I've seen this so much. You know, I had a friend that worked for me for a little while, and he thought, sorry, I'm adjusting this camera a little bit, but he thought like rich people were all greedy, evil, and horrible people. And that's the perfect view of reasons you won't be rich. You think they're horrible, so therefore there's this mental block in your head that keeps you from ever getting there. So that's the reason number 1. Reason number 2 is you think they're special. You think they're this out of this world freak of nature, just like anyone that has achieved a lot. They've just really worked for a long time to achieve something, to achieve wealth in this. So they're not special. They have just worked their tails off to get to this point. And thinking they're special puts them on this elevated place of you can never do that because you're not special as well. And they aren't special. They're just like you and me. We could be wealthy, we could be poor. All of them are the same, but people that become wealthy go out and work their butts off and accomplish what they want to accomplish. Reason number 3, you don't spend enough time learning. This is something that makes so much sense. Most of the growth in my life and the things that have made me better have been through going to conferences, reading books, learning more, spending time around people that know a lot more than me, and not thinking that it's just going to happen by luck. I intentionally work on learning more about my craft, about finances, about everything, day in, day out, to increase the amount of money I earn so I can become more wealthy. Rule number 4, people make you feel guilty about the things you do. This means you're letting people actually keep you from doing what you should be doing because you feel guilty. You know, there's this thing, once you start becoming successful, people don't necessarily, everybody wants to hang out and be buddies when we're all just broke and happy and drinking beer. But if you really start growing and you start doing a lot, you know, people start to make you feel guilty, like, oh, do I really deserve this? And it can make you just stop and hold back. And the truth is, if you're working for it, you do. So you can't always care what other people think because they're not necessarily going to have your best interest in their interest. Reason number 5, you worry about what people think about you. You know, you spend all your time, instead of creating an amazing business, chasing an amazing idea that's going to help your financial future and help your family, and you take what people think about you and you worry about that so much that you never take the first step. This is horrible. I see this all the time. People even worrying about what their family will think about them if they go out there and they try this idea that they really want to try, and it might hold them back from ever pursuing their passion. And that is just being afraid of what people may think can end so much for you. Reason number 6, you don't worry enough about the right people. You know, instead of worrying about what everybody thinks about you and all the things you do, like the last point said, you don't worry enough about the people that could really further your life, the people you could put yourself around, that you could learn from, that could change your life, that could better you. And that alone can hold you back and keep you from getting where you want to with your wealth. Reason number 7, you listen to everything your parents told you. You know, save money, don't spend money, don't do this, don't take any risks, save for a rainy day. You know, I'm not saying it's all about saving, but you know, your parents, if they aren't doing what you want to do, what you want to create, they might not be the right people to listen to. Number 8, too loyal to family traditions. This is a really good one. Patrick hit the nail on the head here. Family traditions that could be so ingrained in a family that create you from going along a path. And this could be some old tradition that is totally irrelevant in this time, and it keeps you from going out and pursuing something that could change your future, all because of a family tradition that may be outdated and that might not even apply anymore. And it wouldn't be wrong to go out and do what you really know you should do. Reason number 9, this is a huge one. I see this all the time. You're an expert at making excuses. So many people, something happens and they point both directions. They want to have that person to blame it on. And this is something in business that I think is it's empowering, and it's also, it also hurts that I know any failure, even if it's the crews or the people or the office, it's inevitably my fault because I didn't set them up with the right tools to win. I didn't hire the right people to win. I didn't give them the documentation to win. So knowing that, the excuses don't really get you anything, because most of the time in life, all the time in life, you should take accountability, because your life is what you made it. Whether you like it or not, it is. This one's a huge one. Number 10, this one I like the best out of everything Pat said, and that is your attitude sucks. I hate bad attitudes. I hate people that have become grown-ups and they can't control the ups and downs of their life. I get people have depressions, I get people have challenges, but you should be doing everything in your power to, if you've got to a certain point in your life and you're wondering why you haven't went any farther, and maybe you have an issue with your attitude, to figuring out how to control your attitude, because that can be the one biggest thing that holds you back. In our business, what I hire for isn't for the most amazing, outstanding, skilled person in the world. I hire for the best attitude, the most willing to learn and just work their way up through, whether it be a woman or a man or whoever we hire. That is what we're looking for, because that's trainable. Anyone can be trained to skill. You can't fix a bad attitude. So those points from Valuetainment have hit the nail on the head. I wanted to share that with you. Also tell you to hit up Valuetainment's channel. Make sure you subscribe to it. It is awesome. And tell me what you think about these points. Which one is something that someone around you is really lacking on, and which one is something that you're really lacking on that's holding you back from becoming rich? See everyone soon. Bye.